Right, obviously, you'd rather have it come in a win, but first goal of the season tonight. You've had a lot of points, but that first goal, how'd that feel tonight?
It's always nice to see the puck go in the net. But like you mentioned, you want to have it in a winning cause, and I think it was a big goal for our group in the last little bit of that second period. I think we gained a lot of momentum coming out in the third, and it just came up a couple minutes short. We played a great game. It's been one of our better games we've had in a couple games. So I think there's some building blocks that we can build off this, and look forward to the next one.
Can you put your finger on why Chicago's kind of had your number this year?
They're fast, they're young. You know what? It's never an excuse that we're going there on a bus, but I think that played a factor the first couple of games of the season. But at the same time, we got to take advantage of that when we're playing at home. And they've kind of jumped out to early leads. Their power play's been good. We haven't got a stop on a penalty kill when we really needed it in the last couple of games against them, and it's cost us in the end. But today we played a great game against them. It's our best game against them in a while, maybe dating back to that first home game we had against them. So definitely some positives from tonight, and we see them again. So try and keep that in mind.
You mentioned their youth. You guys had youth on display tonight, having 4 rookie defensemen in the lineup. First time that's happened for this team since April of 2017 when you were one of the rookies. When you're playing a team, especially maybe like Chicago, does that youth on the back end, does that change how you approach a game defensively?
I don't think it necessarily changes. I think you want to still play within your structure. For a guy like me and Malkorath, I think maybe helping him through D zone sets. They had a couple older guys, Richard, Novak, who've been around. They have tendencies, so you're trying to help out those guys figure out those tendencies. But all in all, I thought they all played, good. And like I said, it's just picking up on tendencies and trying not to change what the team has in mind and working within our system.
On the whole, you got to feel good about the homestand, 4-2, 1-0 with this extended time on home ice.
Yeah, it's been nice. We hadn't played a lot of home games leading up to this homestand, and not a lot of games in total. So they kind of came at us quick. I think we feel like we're getting into that normal season type groove where you're playing games 2 or 3 every week. So that's been nice. Now we go to Rockford Saturday and try and get a win there.
On a different topic, it was official today announced that there's not going to be a Calder Cup playoff this year. Obviously, I think for the most part, we knew this was coming down. This is a team that's used to long playoff runs and having those lofty goals at the end of the year. Without that being here, what are the goals for yourself and the team over this next 2+ weeks?
Well, we're all competitive guys, so the goal is to win every night. Like I said, we have a lot of games coming up, so it's going to be about managing and for our young guys learning how to be a pro and come to the rink every day with that winning mindset. We don't got a whole lot of time left. Like you said, we kind of knew that this was coming down the pipeline there with no playoffs. So really just staying positive. In one hand, we're not playing for anything, but the same thing, we've got a lot of guys playing for jobs next year, a lot of guys playing for pride. I know I'm a guy who wants to win every time we go on the ice. And, hopefully we have 20 guys do that every night.
Obviously not the result you wanted tonight, but a much better game than was played against them on Monday. You finished the homestand 4-2, 1-0. Just what your thoughts on how the homestand went and what you accomplished during it?
Well, I mean, we played pretty well most of the homestand, that took advantage at times. I thought our play was a little bit inconsistent at times over the last maybe 3 or 4 games prior to tonight. And I thought tonight we were a heck of a lot more consistent with our work ethic, or just our decisions with the puck, just our overall compete level. I can't fault the guys compete. That's a good hockey team over there. So I give credit to our guys for working hard, hanging with those guys, and if we play like that as consistently as we can, we'll be okay.
Very strong offensive team over there, and you started four rookie defensemen in the lineup, which actually hasn't happened around here since the end of the 2017 season. How do you think they acquitted themselves tonight?
Yeah, well, again, some of these guys are cutting their teeth a little bit as we go, but you can't fault the effort. So it's there. Guys are trying, guys are working. They're gonna make mistakes. It's just a matter of making sure those mistakes aren't as prevalent as we move forward.
If you had to try to put a finger on why Chicago's kind of had your number, what would you say?
Well, they're a deep team. I mean, they're a dual affiliated team. They're extremely talented. They're extremely skilled, and they're a fast team. And they're very opportunistic. Their D jump in the rush a ton. They've got a solid D core. They've got great depth and skill up front. So, if you look at their lineup, the makeup of it, it's a good team. You have to tip your hat to them. It's a solid team that plays pretty connected. So if you make a mistake or you make too many, they make you pay for it.
And on another topic, the news officially came down today that there are going to be no Calder Cup playoffs, no divisional playoffs for the Central Division. Kind of knowing this was going to happen, but it really doesn't change what your goals and your focus are for the next 2+ weeks, correct?
Correct. I mean, we've got 9 games moving forward in, 15 days or 16 days, whatever it is. We've got 9 days to improve as individuals and improve as a team. So there's going to be opportunities for guys to showcase that. There's going to be opportunities for guys to be put in situations that they may not otherwise get. It is disappointing to not have something to play for. But at the end of the day, even if we don't have playoffs, you're playing for pride. You're playing to show that for certain guys, it's to show that you belong in this league. For certain guys, to show that you don't belong in this league to get to the NHL. It's for some guys to play for jobs for next year. It's for some guys to stay in the lineup on a consistent basis. So, a lot of that doesn't change. But as a player, as a coach, as fans, you want to, at the end of the day, compete for a Calder Cup, and then this will be the second year where that doesn't happen. And it's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, we still get to come and play hockey, whether the games count towards a Calder Cup or not is irrelevant. It's fun to come to the rink. These guys have a job to do to develop, to get better. And that's something that we'll continue to harp on.